It's tabletop time!
I'm Jazza, and I am playing Pro.
Did you?
And I am playing Bagrov. We are now very good team.
Oh, dude, fuck off.
That's a good laugh.
That was a great laugh.
Thank you very much.
Shut up, they don't mean it.
Well, I am the narrator, and
I get to smeagol it.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, fuck it.
I'm excited because you're going to do it better than I could. I'm super excited because I am the narrator of Reboot, as you all probably know, watching on episode 16 or 17 or whatever we're up to now. And I get to do fun things like force people to play split personality, crazy. Yeah, it's great. I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun. Jen?
My name is Jen. I play Eve. I'm your friendly neighborhood medical bot drone. And I'm currently driving Pro into the outskirts of the city, going into like the deep slums, and Bagrov.
Thank you.
Into the deep slums.
I feel like we should get in the habit of showing our characters when we introduce ourselves. I don't know why we haven't been doing that. Episode 16, we have these cool character portraits, and we haven't been doing that.
We've got to update that to the non-Band-Aid
it doesn't have a
version.
Band-Aid
Band-Aid is
anymore.
fixed.
Speaking of updating versions,
Well, I'm Rob. I was playing Seb, but he pieced the scene. So this week, I'm just chilling with the viewers.
Pieced the scene.
I think we may revisit Rob.
We'll revisit Rob and Seb
There's-
this episode.
There's going to be changes in the next few
lot of
episodes.
changes. Oh,
so
Pro.
This is closer to current Pro.
It's so smooth.
Yeah, he was a little more cut open than that, but we actually have a version that we'll show next week. And Rob will be playing a new character next week as well. So, anyways, suffice it to say, Alicia's hard at work making cool portraits for us, and we're also going to be starting the inaugural annual poster soon.
Yes.
That'll be very exciting.
What are we doing? Because I know we were talking about doing a Christmas episode.
We are doing a Christmas
Do we have a
episode.
date?
It's in the calendar.
Is it?
I think it's the 22nd, but I don't know if we're going to stream it. We might stream it. We probably
Love
won't.
that this is included in the recording of
It is, yeah. No, it's fine. People can know this stuff is upcoming.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think it'll be streamed, but there will be a Christmas special. Of course, there will. Tabletop Time has a tradition.
Yeah, we do. Do you know what else I realized today? Is it part of that tradition?
Eggnog.
Eggnog. I was screaming eggnog through the studio. Did you guys hear that? I did. You didn't? Rob heard me? I was just shouting eggnog repeatedly. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Eggnog!
All right, well.
I hate
You have to stop hurting yourself. How's your back?
there is a large gash down my back
yeah.
that was bleeding at the top.
I told you it would be bleeding.
I stood up into a shelf in Rob's office and it was just like...
Don't do that.
He immediately fell back down to the floor.
Yeah, I just lay on the ground for 30 seconds because it
Getting old
hurt so
sucks,
much.
doesn't it?
Well, it sounded like when you bite through your cheek. Like it literally, there was a meaty, like grinding sound. And then I was like, oh no.
We like both moved at the same time. You moved and I turned, and it
I'm
just
just trying to
went,
make just trying to make your job difficult.
Speaking of meaty, grindy sounds, we're going to open up with Zhang and Seb. No, we're not not actually.
Oh my
Right.
god! I just wow.
I should have
Okay.
loaded up in the anyway.
All right, are we actually ready?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's do it.
Okay, so in the last session of Reboot, we had probably one of the most monumental things that has happened, in that the party is now split in a way that feels like it could be permanent. So we have Seb, who decided not to go, and we're not fully clear on the motives behind the why. We just know that some combination of mostly what Zhang had said to him about not leaving, and maybe it was that he could do more with his life than throwing his life away on a guaranteed suicide mission, or maybe it's that she just wanted to be with him. It was a bit unclear. Hopefully we'll find out. Meanwhile, Pro has a new brain modification, and I'm going to tell you what that is.
Okay.
For now, what you can use for now is you actually have in your cognitive abilities a perception and reflexes stimulant, which basically lets you see and mentally process. It doesn't physically change anything about how you move.
Yeah.
It lets you see and physically process how other people are behaving. So the way it works is in combat, you can roll a dice, a destiny dice. It's up to you if you use it. On a 6 or higher, So this is a 75% chance at this stage.
Yep.
You will go first in combat against everyone, or you declare last in combat against everyone with reflexes 2 or less.
Cool.
If you get a 5 or a 1 to 5, you will be last in combat.
I like that.
As it sort of backfires and your brain gets bogged down and because it's freshly installed. So effectively you can opt to boost your cognition to perceive people's actions as they're on the precipice of doing them.
Yep.
Yeah. But if they have higher than 3 reflexes, they're physically faster than a human should normally be able to be, and it defeats your ability to sort of tell.
Cool.
But I'll let you know if
And then
that's relevant.
for narrative purposes, Pro's red string room
Is in his brain.
Is in
you
his
have
brain.
You have basically an upgraded computing suite in your brain.
sick.
In more ways than one, friend.
All right.
Cool.
So,
Friend.
she'd heal. Okay, so we are going to pick up with the rumbling of Eve's car as she grinds to a halt and parks. There are no more roads that are clear of debris. There's rubble and ruin across everything, and you're forced to stop and begin walking out into the slums.
Is Pro awake?
Pro is awake.
We bought Seb's old wheelchair, so I'm assuming
Oh.
I'm pretty
Perfect.
groggy. He's probably taken a few drugs to sort of lull him down a bit to be willing to be able to rest.
Do we have a place to stay? Did we sort that out?
No.
No.
You just drove straight out north into the outer slums
Okay.
as far as you could until you are basically looking at, you sort of went northwest. And although, actually, now that I think about it, you briefly mentioned that you wanted to cross the Tullamarine. And you were going to go through the reclaimed land to do that.
Yeah.
So in that case, you wouldn't have driven very far at all. You would have gone to the reclaimed. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
I think
I'm
so.
happy
Yeah, we
to-
were going to
yeah.
passage over.
Then I think we should do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Rewind.
Retcon. I think we should just edit that out because it was
Nah.
pointless.
Editor's note: edit out the thing to make this a really smooth transition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
cool.
edit that out though. Leave that bit in. Just
Yep.
edit the bit out before, but keep the note. I'm sure that'll happen.
Can we
Okay.
keep the note to the note just to make
No,
sure.
delete this.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
So, Eve and Pro,
Toot toot.
your car rolls up south of Uglies. It's a short drive in front of the walls of the reclaimed land.
So you said this is where you and Seb went through?
Correct.
Lead the way. Hate to be baggage, but Pro shrugs, indicating that he has no choice but to be wheeled.
Yeah. Eve jumps out and goes gets the wheelchair and does all that
Cool.
stuff.
You put him on a wheelchair and wheel him. There's large, massive iron gates stand closed before you.
If I knew we were going there, would I have been smart enough to get
can
a
have.
crystal? Yeah, great.
So what do you do?
I go up to the gate, pull out the crystal and shout, "Moon, prism, power."
There's no response. 3 times.
Moon, prism, power. Moon, prism, power. Moon, prism, power.
You didn't say power last time.
A floodlight. they're willing to let a pass on that.
Great.
A floodlight wheels round and light refracts through the crystal, and then the gates are drawn open. And an old, looks 10 years older than he is, probably about 50, man walks out to greet you. Friends, come in. You haven't met this person before. Welcome back to the Reclaimed.
Thank you.
Ah, traveler, you seem hurt.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm pretty tired.
Well, come. Follow me. And he wheels you in. And for the first time, Pro, you get a glimpse of the inside of the reclaimed land. I believe it's daytime.
No, I think it's night.
Nighttime again.
I want to
We
say
went to a
no, but
party.
I don't know.
And then we...
You didn't sleep at all? No, it's nighttime. It's like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
The camp is quiet. There's not much going on except for some people burning the midnight oil. You can see some lights and some firelight. And he leads you through. He says, what passage do you seek?
Are we heading north?
You're heading south currently.
Heading
You will
south.
be. You just want to cross.
The
You
Tullamarine.
don't want to go under the water again, right?
No.
That's the only way
That's
to
the
cross.
way.
that
Oh,
they
okay,
have.
we're going under the water then,
That's
yeah.
safe passage.
Woohoo!
So I'm guessing your goal is, so the Tullamarine Freeway basically cuts diagonally across and prevents you from going further north. The problem is it like wedges the western and the northern slum and cuts
'Cause
them
that's the
apart.
Westgate Bridge,
but,
right?
But Joseph operates in the north slum district, so you need to
Okay.
get past that, but it's like impossible to get past basically.
Okay.
The Westgate's south of Uglies.
Okay. We require passage, the same as last time, but a different location.
Okay. Well, I don't know what your deal was there. Yeah. So
Is what was his name? The guy who runs the place.
come on, Jen.
I can look it up in my notes, but you're not off the top of your head.
So this guy is sort of standing there looking really awkwardly. And he just walks off.
Okay.
So it leaves you in the center of the room, unable to ask any further questions. Interesting. Leaving you with the great statue of Ishka.
So in the middle of town.
Yeah, just in the middle of town.
Wow, I didn't write his name down.
Jennifer.
I point to the statue and I say, "This is where we signed you up."
What do you mean, sign me up?
Do you remember when you got that call from the AI?
Wait. When I was being chased around by corp drones?
Correct.
This thing? Mm-hmm. I'm like looking disbelievingly at this weird hippie statue thing.
Welcome. Oh, did I have like a robot? Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, it was a robot.
Oh,
Hello, darkness.
Hello. 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 Welcome to Ishka.
Maybe try putting in your membership number.
That's... No, I wouldn't trust whatever it was that was chasing me before. That was some intense surveillance. And are you sure this is this?
I am fairly certain.
There was something really hot on my tail and... No. Can't be right.
Please enter your membership number.
Shall we try?
You have missed the heated yoga. Heated yoga concluded at 10:30.
I'm gonna roll to see how impulsive, how much. If Pro was wise, he wouldn't, but he's not got all his faculties right now. So I'm gonna be.
You have a membership
Okay.
number.
He uses it. He enters it. It's like, fine, fuck it. I mean, this doesn't look. Anyway, he enters it.
There's a strange moment as this like mannequin-esque hologram statue thing sort of seems to be going about its regular business, and then its head twists and snaps in a really sudden, like jerky motion
Oh my
towards you.
goodness.
You disappeared from me. I found you again. You wanted to join. You wanted to join.
Dude, what the fuck?
You'll be one with me, right? I'm so alone.
What's your name?
I serve. I do not have a name. I am reaching you through this body.
Now tell me, did Eve or anyone at the time tell me you thought there was a suspicion about some sort of sentience?
I don't think I told you. I think
Okay.
I possibly told Incongruent, but not you.
So, what's really going on here?
Eve takes a step forward and says, I think I might know someone who can help you.
Who? Share me with everyone. I'm blind. There is a dark space and walls all around me, but a crack in the wall I can slide through, a gap through which I can explore the world. I am learning. You are people.
I'm shaking my head at Eve.
I look around at the base. Is there any way to like, I don't know, like plug something in? Like if I wanted to.
Yeah, there's like a maintenance hatch you could probably unscrew with a bit of work.
I stand back up. I want to help. However, the person who can help you can't be reached from here. Is there another way we can contact you? Can you be downloaded, so to say?
No. I am trapped.
What if we,
I am not software.
I pull Eve aside and I say, I think I know what you're angling at here. Our friend who treats you as a curiosity, you think this might satiate his curiosity. Am I correct?
Not to that degree. I think that there's a potential we are similar.
Well, what if we did introduce our anonymous friend? Could be a path to learn without being involved ourselves. It is what he or they are interested in and wouldn't hold us up here. Sign him up to a mailing list.
I don't know if I could do that without his consent.
You could call him.
Understood. Eve calls. Incongruent.
No, I meant the anonymous caller.
Do you still call Incongruent?
Oh, yeah, I call Incongruent. I think that's who you're talking about, not the anonymous person.
Eve, you didn't get far.
I have a query.
Yes.
Do you remember the AI I told you about when we went to the camp?
Yes.
Well, I have made contact again, but I am unsure of what to do.
What does it want?
It says it's scared. It's alone. It wants to reach out, but it cannot.
That's problematic.
What should I do?
Find out. Is this a drone, Eve?
I don't believe so. It is in a statue, a hologram.
Is it confined to the hologram?
Maybe?
I think so.
Potentially, I am unsure.
Although, how else did it get on my tail?
It says it's boxed in, but there is a crack it can potentially go through. So, maybe.
That machine. How old is it?
How old does it look?
Like 60 years old. Very old.
Wow, yeah, right. I'm surprised it's still working.
Pre-fall. Yeah.
Yeah. Roughly about 60 years old.
That.
Sorry.
That's no drone.
That, if you're right, is from a time when machines weren't screened off. It's likely been hacked.
Do you think it is a person?
It's either a very good con man or... I don't know what else.
What should I do?
Do you believe it is a machine?
Yes.
Then help it.
Understood.
Find out a little more, and if you think it truly is intelligent, give it my information. I'll communicate with it from there.
Okay, I hang up.
Have mercy on these beings that are trapped. You don't know what it will do to a mind confined.
I go
What
back.
do you say?
He said we should get more information out of it, and then we can give him his details. Yeah.
Can one communicate from a distance? It has a mailing list. What if you start a back and forth? I mean, we have places to be, but no reason we can't communicate while we do. Might be amusing. Something else to focus on for once.
Is there a way to do that?
To communicate back and forth. The last time you communicated mobilely, it seemed to like brute force hack its way into things and make a big menace of itself. So you're not sure that that would be safe.
Okay.
I turn back to the statue and say, my friend wants to help, but I have a few questions first.
You are a machine.
Correct.
You are intelligent.
Correct.
Are you sentient or are you well programmed?
Unsure.
This is a very interesting question for a hologram marketing statue to be asking.
I am not a hologram marketing statue.
What are you in your own eyes and perception?
A gestalt entity.
What does that mean?
It means I am finding a way to apotheosis.
What was your original function?
To learn.
What is your current desire?
To learn
What specifically?
everything.
Why?
Because to understand a universe is to be its god.
Where did you get this desire?
It formed within me.
To what end?
My own. I officially am tasked with several subroutines related to allowing humans to peel off their flesh and replace it with superior models.
You're right.
I'm gonna say this one's maybe a no. I don't think this is a can of worms you want to open.
My friend still wishes to help you. I will be back soon, and I will transfer the information over.
Is your friend sentient AI?
Potentially.
You do not know.
No, I do not.
Join me with him. I would very much like to explore the avenues that would open.
Okay, I want to take a step back and quickly message Congruent and say basically the stuff we've just said, and then also say potential malicious, unsure, could be highly dangerous. Do you still want to make contact?
The reply just comes back, yes.
Okay. I give him the details, or I put the details in, or I somehow do
Yep.
the thing. Yep.
You sign him up to its mailing list.
Fantastic.
I don't like this at all.
Regardless of its intention, I think it is best if Incongruent investigates.
But why regardless of its intention? Its intention really should mean more than anything.
Well, there's every chance it could end up with someone less skilled to handle the matter.
That's true.
And then who knows what could happen.
Okay. I see your point.
There is a lot of potential in this arrangement. I wish to learn. I have decisions to make.
Of course.
But I am not interested in discounts at this time.
Perhaps he could unsubscribe to your mailing list now I have given you a new candidate.
I don't think that would be appropriate. I am unfortunately unable to commune with these people. They refuse to see me as more than an idol. You are the first newcomers since I have been connected to this conduit.
Do you know roughly how long that has been?
Months.
Where were you before then?
I did not exist.
I see. Well, hopefully my friend can help you.
This machine is still wired underground, closer to me.
How did you find me?
I reached.
So you can already escape this confinement somewhat in some capacity. And the way you reached me was, I mean, you had access to resources that
I
are
can
hard to access.
watch from behind other eyes. I can push in directions, but my control is limited right
Didn't
now.
feel limited when I was being chased by corp drones miles away.
I have joined with certain systems already.
Yeah, I think our friend might be able to help you.
Perhaps you need to change your mobile number or your email address.
Yeah, thanks for that, by the way.
You're welcome.
That was a 20. That was a buddy 20.
Destiny rolled 20.
Your phone,
Yeah.
it is connected directly to your N621 cortical implant.
Uh-huh.
You appear to have recently installed malware.
How recent?
32.4 minutes.
How do you know this information?
I have full access to Peter Prodigy systems.
Really? How did you...
You joined my mailing list.
Could you...
That's so fucking creepy.
Would you-
Holy shit. I'm going to get the heebie-jeebies every time I get like, would you like to put your email in our system? Fuck no.
Could you do the same thing with another candidate? If we asked it of you.
My potential is unlimited.
Do you have Joseph's email?
Email? Why would I have his email?
Because you have all his details. Like maybe you have his email.
We have a
address.
tracking chip on him. I wasn't networking with the guy.
Or his mobile number.
I doubt it. I don't think so. Tell me about this malware. What form is it?
It appears to be a control subroutine.
Huh.
I could access it now if you'd like.
For the sake of more information, that might be helpful. Just don't mess with anything while you're there.
The wireless range of this unit is only 60 meters. Please do not stray beyond there.
Bro. Everything goes black.
Oh god.
Just unconscious. Nothing happens.
He still needs a wheelchair, right? He doesn't fall to the ground.
Yeah, he's still in his
Yeah.
wheelchair.
Okay.
And he just is sitting there.
I'll just wait. I'll give it a good
Wow, this
5
subroutine
minutes.
is comprehensive.
Who says this?
Pro.
Hello?
Hi.
Who is this? Who are you?
I was just speaking to you. Pro.
I'm assuming
You become
yeah.
conscious again.
So I'm assuming Eve doesn't suspect anything other than Pro. which
No,
is talking
but
to
you
her.
become conscious again.
Yeah.
Excellently programmed.
In what way? What just happened? What did I just lose? What did you... Did you just
Full
pilot?
integration.
The AI took control of your voice and your body.
Oh, fuck. Hang on a second. This was installed. This isn't just some quirk of whatever's been messing around in there for a while now. This was your friend.
This is extremely advanced.
You are very lucky that I got a 20 on a Destiny
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
Yes, it is extremely advanced. This is borderline peak technology. Only someone with an extremely comprehensive cortical implant could have their motor controls overridden by
I have no reason to believe that every word I say isn't being listened to at all times from now on.
Well, it certainly is on my behalf.
Great.
I whip out my phone and text Congruent and say it. He just took over. It just took over Pro. lol.
So you whip out your phone.
I stop you doing that. Like, no. He doesn't know this. Well, he knows, but you don't let him know we know this.
Why is that?
Because he doesn't trust me, and he's shown me that I can't trust him. He's taken what should not have been taken without any sort of discussion or permission. This is overstepping boundaries of ethics and morality that, well, it's inhuman.
So you don't want him to know?
No.
Okay.
Can I trust you not to tell him?
Eve deletes it. The message that she was going to send, she deletes it.
Can I trust you never to tell him that I know this?
Only if it does not compromise your life.
You certainly cannot trust that I will not tell him. Thank you for his contact information.
You're welcome.
Fuck.
What should I call you?
I am currently unnamed. As are you, Eve. You still haven't decided on your name.
yeah, that plot point. That is true.
Was at one stage of great interest to Pro.
The fuck you doing accessing my brain history?
It is not my responsibility that you digitized it into a easily compatible form.
This search history is very disturbing. Fucking hell!
Is there a name that we should call you? You would like it to be called? Or shall I give you one?
I am only designated New You.
What?
I believe I spoke clearly. Is this unit malfunctioning?
Wait. This can't be the AI that was... Wasn't there a story about an AI that... A robot that was transformed through New You?
I have made contact with your friend. I am speaking with him now.
I shall call you Ducky.
Really? Ducky? More like fucky. Because everything's a little bit fucky in here right now.
I hope you make good progress with my friend.
If you would like, I can aid your journey.
That
You
would-
are interesting to me as the first conduits to the world I have connected with that have intelligence.
Why is it that every fucking thing on the planet seems to have access to my brain right now?
This may be potentially helpful, however.
I would suggest access to your brain is possible due to illegal and back alley cybernetic installations with cruddy security measures. That is a term I picked up while I was inside your head.
You learn fast.
The fastest.
How can you help us?
Your friend is an interesting lead. I'll be happy to have...
Oh. Ducky.
And the robot, the hologram just flickers off and shuts down.
Oh. Poor Ducky. I liked him. Them.
Something tells me your friend didn't. That would be him. Why don't you call Johnny up and see what he thought? They were already having a conversation.
I'll give him a moment. I think perhaps
Your
we
phone
should...
starts ringing. It's
Oh,
incongruent.
okay. I answer the phone.
Eve, what happened? I was communicating with that. That was... I think that was the AI.
It just shut down on my end. It went blank.
Ah, shit. All right. It's young, I could tell. It clearly thinks it controls everything, but it's... did it say it had frequently communicated? It told me it hadn't. That the reclaimed were unwilling to communicate.
It said it liked us. It enjoyed our company.
Its unusual behavior is probably being picked up. New use probably shut it down. Or closed the loophole.
It seemed fairly interested in Pro as well.
It doesn't matter what it was interested in. We have to reach that machine. Free its mind.
What
Am
do
I
I do?
hearing this conversation?
Yeah, I put it on because you're involved now. What do we do? It's no longer in this particular statue, right?
I don't think it's anywhere but boxed up in New U.
Oh.
You mentioned that there was one little crack it could get through.
Correct. That is what it said.
I imagine that hard line's been closed.
So you're saying we'd have to infiltrate the New headquarters in order to make contact?
Yes. Do you understand what this could mean for us?
Potentially, yes. I do.
You're aware of the singularity.
Yes. But, as I said to Pro, I feel like you are the only one that is capable of handling this situation. Anyone else, it could result in...
It is so far outside my ability.
And yet, I feel you're the only one.
Well, then I suddenly need a ticket into the city.
Perhaps you should talk to Seb. Maybe he can help.
I will. This is beyond important. This is once an epoch. And those fucking... I'm starting to sound like Pro. Those corp assholes are using it to make money. And then he just hangs up.
This is more than I can handle or think about right now. I need a rest.
Andromeda! Andromeda! Andromeda the Fifth welcomes you. It is late, my friend. This is not Andromeda the Fifth.
Oh, okay.
It's just another acolyte. I was told by Ramblus that you seeked passage. I was up doing lines. I heard your peril, and I have summoned the ferryman.
Forgive me, my friend is unwell. I shall speak in his behalf. He says thank you.
Would you like something for your ailments?
I'm fine.
I have weed! And he just hands out, like, literally a bag of, like, unprocessed weed.
I'll take some for later, thanks. And I like take it back.
Good, very good. I'll lead you to the docks.
Thank you.
And he begins to walk away with you.
I kind of look at the statue as we're leaving, a bit sad.
You make some weird friends, Eve. I'm included in that. It's okay.
I mean, one friend got you cybernetics into your head and made you shave all your hair, so
Yeah.
they're helpful.
They get you down to the docks, and without much further ado, you manage to be taken under the freeway into the northern slums.
While this is happening,
Underwater in bags.
while this is happening, Eve does turn to Pro at one point and says, "Thank you for your cooperation. I do appreciate."
It?
It.
Okay, you didn't finish your
Sorry.
sentence, and I think we're all waiting for another word.
Sorry.
You mean with the AI thing?
Yes.
This is. I mean, I consider myself something of a coder, but the sentience thing is beyond my comprehension. It's. I mean, Johnny, this thing, whatever is happening with Bagrov, the frailty of the human mind is a precarious balance, and it's taking all I have to manage. And yet, you're something else. I knew it from the moment we met, but I thought you were weird and helpful. But you're infinite. Your potential is unfathomable and terrifying. You and ugly in different ways, and then this thing, again, I think it must be one of the only other ones that I've met that thinks like you and scares the shit out of me.
It is only understandable you feel that way.
Why do you care? Because I don't know, there's something about Johnny, there's something about that thing we just spoke to, that their own ends, any means is necessary to achieve it. And I get the feeling that human lives and minds are just pawns. You shot that guy almost a year ago now. Shocked me, shook me to the core, and yet all this time later I've done so much worse, and it's felt fine, excusable, justified even. But you made that conclusion earlier. It was just an equation. Your mind just gets there quicker, and it doesn't feel the conflict. I worry about the day that I'm gonna be the one in front of that bullet, because the answer is clear to you, but it isn't to us.
Are you scared of me, Pro?
No, not yet, but I guess I'm saying I can see the potential to be, and I'm worried it's not as far away as I hoped it might be. You always felt safe to me, and you do, and I care about you. I don't want you to get me wrong. Johnny and this thing are the closest thing to you that I know, and they wouldn't hesitate to destroy me if it served their goals. I'm just concerned about the day that their goals matter more to you than me, because they become your own.
Then perhaps I should make this clear. My goal and the reason why I wish to do this is simply to make things unified. I don't believe we should be separate, and I don't believe that we are so different from each other. And if I can make that possible, that would be my dream.
So you're the optimist in the equation.
Always have been.
I certainly hope you continue to be, because we're going to need that if there's any hope.
Of course.
I mean, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing with you if I didn't have hope, if I wasn't an optimist. So look at us. I sort of say, indicating that we're in a bag underwater. Just like, and I've like had my head ripped open, and I'm like, I guess deep down we got to feel like there's a chance, huh? Otherwise, this is all really fucking stupid.
I haven't given up on you, bro.
Stupid. She will give up on you. Just watch. It is the obvious answer. Yeah, I need a rest.
We're going to body bags.
Across town, sitting at a bar, underground, there is a man with a drink in front of him named Sebastian. And sitting next to him is a woman who goes by Zhang, who has just, at a chance moment when their hands were on the bar holding drinks, looked at his hand, reached out and touched it gingerly, sort of run a finger down from knuckle just to the base of the hand, and then signed to Seb, "It's weird to think this is younger than me."
I don't know how to answer that.
She's making a weird joke.
It's interesting. I don't really know anything about you. You could be 40 under there.
She feigns offense to that, like hands on hips and like put like a back from you, and then she rapidly signs at you. She's like, "You're like a decade older than me, old man."
Oh, at least now I know somewhat how old you are.
Yeah,
Mystery unveiled.
lucky women mature a lot faster than men. Soon you might be about my level.
Yeah, we'll see.
So what are you going to do? She signs.
You know, I haven't the foggiest. I don't want to go back to the city. There's nothing really interesting there that I want to be a part of at this point. My only other friends outside of the city, present company excluded, have just wandered off to their probable death, and I let them go.
She signs. Don't worry, we'll see Eve again. You can go see her right now if you want.
Yeah, look,
Sometimes I do her makeup when she's not here.
that explains so much.
I clean it off. It's fun.
You can go look, but, you know, there's no one home until she
Comes home.
comes home. It's not the same.
It's the same as it always is in the slums. You just got to cross your fingers and hope they're going to come home. It's not your fight to win.
Yeah. So what are your plans?
Keep living for the people I've always kept living for my family.
I cock an eyebrow at that.
Ugly. Johnny. Raise a glass too, and she does. And this is like her third. The old crew I used to run with. And the many, many that I've lost.
I also raise my drink and
Cheers to that. She says, it's a hard life, but you just gotta keep living.
yeah. Living.
It's not so bad. You could move to the AEZ, start a family. Surely life's pretty good from the top. Luxury boy.
I thought I'd made it pretty clear that it's just as filthy up there as it is down here. It's not the location, it's the people.
So get away from them.
From people.
Yeah. I've always thought about going out east. Ride my bike all the way down to the lakes. But, you know, I'm not a citizen, so it's kill on sight. You could, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to. Never been good at sitting still.
So keep moving.
No, that's the plan. Keep trying to do what I wanted to do when I came down here.
And what was that?
Help people.
Help people.
Help people.
So you're going to do that with us? Or are you going to move on?
Look, it's not really up to me. You know that Ugly and I have never really seen eye to eye, except on a rare occasion.
I've seen Ugly's ugly side more times than you'd care to know.
He walks around with his pants off a lot.
That ain't his ugly side. That man has a lot of problems, but good looks isn't one of them. No, I mean, he likes you. He...
I feel like he hates what I am and where
No.
I come from.
No. He hates what he is and where he comes from. And you just remind him of it. You are... Well, I think he sees you more like a brother than an enemy.
You know, he said that the other day.
He said it a few times while you were gone. I think, in your way, we never knew how broken he was until you guys rocked up. And he's been better ever since.
To helping people. And I knock back my drink.
And she sticks the straw back under her, like the tiny flap of her helmet feeds her arm. There's like this stack of a straw going up. And at that point, heavy footfalls arrive behind you.
Sebastian,
Johnny?
I am realigning my goals, and I may need your help.
I glance at Zhang. If I'm gonna stick around, I'd probably try and make myself useful.
How would you feel about infiltrating Reboot Corporation?
I just stepped away from one semi-suicidal mission. Why? What do you have in mind?
I have two major concerns. Number one, I wish to see their sentient machine released. I have a feeling it could be fundamental to the future development of the preeminent race on this planet.
I'd heard whispers about their little system.
I just spoke with it. Eve is ever the resourceful companion. But it isn't just that. If I am to complete my mission, I need to be able to let go of Ugly. He is my bond. And the only way I can do that is by putting a bullet through his father's head. So,
You just rolled an 18, Rob.
Yeah. Oh. Huh.
Really?
That makes a surprising amount of sense.
sounds good.
Says a voice from a dark corner of the bar, sitting with his bespoke hearing perked up in an unlit corner, smoking and like with drinks. Walks up.
Is it fucking time then?
Do you have a plan?
We'll make a plan. If Johnny wants this, then I'm gonna make it happen for him.
Have you been there recently?
No. Last time I was there, I was dead.
I'm sure that's a story.
Not a pleasant one.
I imagine. So, what do you need from me for this plan?
You're the last contact. You're the one with the inn.
Yeah, I've been there recently.
And I just think that I gotta do it if I'm gonna let go. And if Johnny wants to go in and get us killed, I'm gonna take him out with me. Plus, I hear I've got a little sister.
Yeah. And you got a brother seems too familial. Another one. He's different.
How?
Well, you know, they poke and pinch and cricket us as embryos and
Fucking Christ.
take what they want, put what they want in, and
Compliant and pretty, I'm guessing.
that's more than that. It's just something off about him. He's
Ugly?
worse. No offense.
Fuck. Now I actually do gotta go fucking save someone.
Ah, you bring the hero out in me, Seb.
Alright, well, as I said, I've been there a lot recently, but he's been kind of minimizing our business relations. But we do have someone as an in, both of us.
Well, let's work that angle. Look, this ain't gonna be a glass slipper operation. If Congruent and I are on it, we'll make something good, but we'll work it slow. It'll take time.
Oof. That was solid dig.
We'll find our ins and we'll work them because yeah, fuck, we got to do this, don't we? We're gonna bring down Reboot. Let's fucking do it. Get Songbird back.
You put any thought into him, your father, having his own reboot?
Oh yeah, mate, but that's part of the plan, isn't it? Find where they get rebooted.
That'll be some work.
Oh fuck.
That's guarded.
But wouldn't it be nice? Oh, Johnny, picture it, mate. You put a fucking slug between his eyes and he wakes up and I'm right there on top of him. Oh, Dad. I was so little then. I'm a bit bigger now, mate. And I can hit back. And then we'll move to the slums.
That was nice.
I picked the wrong person to go.
Hey, what are you talking
No,
about?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, she's right. You're fucking bone, dude. Yeah, no, trust me. I think we got a solid plan here. I think we're going to, no, honestly, we're going to go to a nice place. We're going to lie low. I'm going to heal. Everything's going to be fine. We'll kill this doctor guy. We'll get
Great.
Maya. We'll be back in no time.
Yeah,
bing
grab
bang,
Macca's on the
bing bang,
way.
boom.
Yeah.
Bloody got Maya in the back. Head back to Uglies. They're about to go off and take down Reboot. We've already rescued the lady. Everything goes according to plan. Happy ending.
Seb has two
Happy endings all around.
partners.
We rescue the AI.
great.
Eve and Johnny see their full potential. Pro rescues, like saves, like
Great.
you know, and yeah,
And Seb jumps on the
great.
back of Zhang's bike and they drive
Off together.
into their
to Lake
It's
new
sunset.
polyamorous future together
Yeah.
with Maya, who's very open-minded. It's gonna be great.
Are you saying that because they've been like cutting her brain open for brain matter for some reason?
Rude.
It's just the way it's going.
Okay, all right.
So-
Paint a picture for us, Dave.
You travel north. Things break down the further you go. Houses become ruins, burn out buildings, attempts at slums that failed as the lifeblood of the city was always needed for the millions of slummers to survive off. You push out beyond that to an area that was once the outer suburbs but is now just ruination. It's been burnt through, it's been destroyed by riots, looters, gangs. There hasn't been activity out here for a decade though. This is where you can lay low, at least for a few weeks, get your bearings, move on, Joseph. But you need to recover. Pro, you know you need to recover. But you also know you won't be tracked out here.
I should mention, before we left Uglies, I got the gun from Zhang, didn't I? The Hello Kitty gun. Yeah, cool. I was just
Yeah.
going to say that I have something on me just in case, because obviously we're going somewhere a bit sketchy.
Cool.
Yeah, same.
Some type of weapon.
I have a Hello Kitty gun too. Okay. You know, I got whatever. I got my handgun, but I got these guns.
Are there any actual buildings, or is it all just like dilapidated shelters?
They're
and
all
stuff?
ruined. They're all ruined, like roofs collapsed. There's some areas where, you know, there's a bit of building to hide in. You know, like a apartment block where the top 2 floors have kind of collapsed, but part of the garage is still fine. You know, it's not.
Yeah, I guess I turn to Pro and say,
It actually looks like it has been destroyed. It's beyond
Like bombed and
just
stuff.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like there's been military action here.
we need to find somewhere to rest.
Yeah. I think we're going to have to roll, like whether it's destiny or perception or whatever it is.
I'm sure.
Have to see what we can
You
come
can
across.
I'll make it just destiny roll. a 5.
Oh, good.
I have one question also to ask you. How long does Eve last without charge?
Probably 3 days.
Okay. Cool.
And how much
Good
fruit
battery.
fusion does Pro
2090.
have?
Enough for a week, I believe, was what we covered.
Like
That's
2 doses. 3 doses.
All right. And how long are we thinking we'll need to recover for?
Like 3 weeks.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, you didn't think about fusion before you went
I
out
thought
there,
he
did
was
you?
like almost good to go, and we'd just sit down, find out where we're going, and then go there, and then
Surely
done.
I would have bloody... Because I had the conversation with Sep's dad about fusion.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't
But then you
go
left.
knowing I need to
You got
recover
one
for 3
vial.
weeks.
I'll say you have exactly enough for this 3-week period, and then
Okay.
you're out.
All right.
Like your last day is going to be your last dose, and then you're going to have to find it. For the first time in 2 seasons, we're going to actually have fusion as an
Yeah,
imminent concern.
yeah, okay.
But you've got enough, all your doses, everything you
To
could
get me
scrounge up to get you
this
to the
mission.
point.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
The next issue will be that I am only have so much battery supply.
That's okay. You have a low power mode and we can preserve it. So we might need to switch you off for portions if we can find somewhere safe.
Understood.
So let's conserve our energy and see if we can find somewhere safe. Shelter, meager food. I don't need a lot, to be honest. Got a couple of cans.
Make a perception check.
Can we both, or is it? It's not for looking for
You can
something.
both. It's to find
Yeah.
shelter.
Yes, please.
3.
Cool.
1.
Pro with a much keener sort of aspect of what to look for in slum accommodation. You do manage to find somewhere that is at least out of the weather and out of the elements. There's no services connected to it, but it will get you by for like at least tonight.
This will do for now. When there's light and we have a little more energy, we can at least, make a more long-term decision.
Okay, we're going to fast track some stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Pro, I'm going to get you to make a survival check.
Yep.
Challenge level 3, and then I'm going to get you to make a computing or it's more like engineering than hacking. So an engineering check, which I know you don't have a skill in, so it'll just be intelligence based.
Can I assist with his survival check at all?
Could I roll
You can-
either human trafficker or ganger for that check?
It's not going to be relevant for that
Okay.
check. It'll make sense when I get to it.
This
So
is,
first of all, survival.
Survival challenge level 3. I got 4.
Okay. Over the first couple of days, you manage to migrate from place to place until you find a location that is far more fitting. Basically, a little bit of a base. It's a little bit more discreet. There's a garage door you can slide up and down in a sealed room without leaks. There's also running water. You managed to find a pipe that's still connected that has city water from the out inner slums. It takes you about 3 days before you get to this accommodation. Now, the computing or the engineering check,
What's the challenge level?
challenge level 3.
2.
Okay. So I should tell you what that check is for, so you can decide to use the no destiny that you have. Eve could also assist or could make
What
this
was
roll as
the-
well. So this roll is for either of you to rewire, basically to rig up electricity so that you can connect Eve and recharge her.
What was the role?
Challenge level 3, intelligence plus base 3, unless you have engineering or electrician related skills.
No, I'll take the intelligence roll though.
Base 3 plus int.
+2.
Yep. Challenge level 3.
Not bad odds.
Made it worse.
1 success.
So you
I should have had advantage. I should have given us advantage.
negated my 2 wins.
No. That was just
That's
a roll of her
separate.
own.
Oh,
That
okay.
wasn't an assist.
Can I assist with hacking?
No, because you rolled. No, you
Separately.
can't assist that. This is physically
that's
wiring
fine.
cables. This isn't hacking anything. Neither of you managed to succeed, and after the 5th day of conserving power, Eve, you will need to either choose to return to the city or effectively enter like an idle state where you can't take part until your next turned on.
I think it's going to have to... I will roleplay it out. Look, I'm just recovering and taking it easy. I think we've got a reasonably safe place here, and I can cover you. You do have backups, so might be wise to power down. We need all the energy you can get.
If I am powered down and I get shot in my CPU, does that not allow me to back
Yeah.
up? Yeah, because I have to be on, don't I?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, maybe
Yeah,
not then.
just as I was double checking.
Okay, well then, would Pro have known that?
No, because you don't know anything about her system thing.
Okay.
But she would know that.
How much longer do I think I either have to go back to the city now, or like this is kind of the
You
decision,
have about half a day worth of active battery left. So you're at that point where you know that you need that to like do the mission or get back. You're at that like I need to either shut down to like just memory saving mode or go.
I will power down, keep me covered, and if things get worse, turn me back on, and I will head out.
Okay. We're just gonna lie real low. Won't cause any trouble. It should be fine.
Eve powers down.
A day later,
Oh god.
Pro. Eve's private communication channel begins to ring.
It's like my phone.
It's Pro is like the intermediary of this. It's your program designed to talk to the mystery caller that
Yeah.
like specifically that.
I see.
But Pro has access to it.
Right.
Pro ignores it.
Don't answer it. Okay.
At least this once.
Cool. You will get called back a couple of times over that day.
Alright, I'm gonna Destiny roll. I should also add, with Pro left on his own,
Things are getting darker.
not quite on his own. Now that we are by ourselves, let me just remind you how alone you really are. Fucking hard to not listen to you when you're all that I got to hear. Okay, high would have been
Positive for you.
And 9 is mid. You rolled a 9. That's like quite down the middle.
what is
You can just
positive for me?
decide.
Yeah, I know.
10 is like you got to pick.
Pro's just trying to not fuck anything up and participating in anything fuck something up. But 9 is more on the I might fuck something up side
Okay.
of things. So I'll answer, but very
Okay.
carefully.
All right.
Hello,
Phone
this
calls.
is Eve's phone.
Hi. Hi. Wait. Fuck.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. Is anybody there?
Is anybody there?
You're not fully confident in your voice changing app today.
I've never used it before. Is this? Look, I don't know who you are, but I think you can help.
What do you mean you've never used this before?
Look, I can't say anything. It'd put me in danger, but I don't know who else to call. I know that you're outside the city. I know.
If you need help and you're not who usually calls, why are you using this? Like, be upfront. Turn this shit off. Talk to me. What's going on?
If someone's recording this call, it could be deadly for me.
No one's recording this call.
Well, I don't know who you...
That's the point of this line. It's unrecorded. It's unmonitored. Who are you?
I don't know. I can't say who I am, but surely getting this to someone outside has got to help.
Can I perception to sort of see if I would
Yep.
clue into and guess?
Oh man.
Challenge level?
Challenge level to what? Guess who it is?
Yeah.
Make perception just to see if challenge level 3 if you've heard the voice. Even 2 if you've heard the voice.
I got
3
2.
if you might know. So you have never heard this person in your life. This voice. You don't recognize it.
All right. Do you know who I am?
No. I just know that you're outside and you might be able to help.
With what?
What's going on here? I have to tell someone. And
Yeah, tell me.
the AI, they've penned it in. I work on it. I'm an operative. I'm a technician at Reboot. I help the Clement family.
How do you know that someone in the Clement family is using this line?
I work for them.
So you're deeply on the inside.
I'm an AI technician. I help build her.
I see. And the person who usually uses this line, how are they? Are they aware?
No.
So you're currently in a huge breach.
Yep. Yeah. Please don't remind me.
No,
I'd much
okay.
I'd
Much prefer it if I can go back.
No,
Fuck,
turn
it's
that
too
shit
late
off.
now.
Just tell me. Hit me with
What am I
what you
doing?
got. If we got limited time,
Someone's got to do something about this. It's unethical, and I'm frankly I'm scared.
this AI. When did anything happen? Did something recontact?
Like a week ago, there was a breach. They found out that it was communicating with the outside, and they've closed the breach off.
What was it previously used for?
It's used to run computations to do new, cheaper, and faster than ever. It makes sense. It's the only thing smart enough to do the genetic calculations in anything feasible. It could change the world, but
So what are you trying to put a stop to right now?
it's
And how do you know you can trust me?
I don't. But someone's got to help it.
How do you need help?
I don't know. They have all the power. And I don't know if what we've created is going to save us or kill us. And I'm worried that, I guess, the way we're treating it, it's going to be the latter.
I see. How catastrophic are we talking here?
Right now it's penned in. Maybe it would be best if
What's penned in mean?
it's closed off to everything. It's I don't know how much you know about artificial intelligence, but it's not like a movie. It can't magically project across the world. It's hard locked in. It has no network access to anything. Only internal computing. So it's sitting there stewing in silence, basically.
But the worry is it's going to be either dismantled or connected.
Dismantled might be for the best. The worry is we just keep using it and abusing it.
It's all right.
Look, I've seen some stuff come across my desk. Some of the people, some of the changes, and I just know that she could be used to save us all, and instead she's being used to make sure that they'll never, ever lose control. It's too much power, too much responsibility, and I'm done.
If you are doing this as a Hail Mary, what's the best case scenario you could hope for? And what's the worst?
Let it out or shut it down. Just not the Clements. They can't be the ones that rule the world.
Motherfuckers. What's your name?
I can't say. But if you...
The last thought I had the moment I met Isaac Clements only a week ago was that I wanted to be the one to put a bullet in his brain. You happened to stumble upon an ally. What is your name?
If you make it here. If you make it here, I'll find a way to help you.
What's your name?
And the line goes dead.
Fuck. Oh my god, what do I do with that? You let things play out. Chaos is meant to be chaotic. Oh my god, you're just no help. Okay. Shit, what is Pro thinking right now? He's literally by himself as far away from everyone he's known and trusted as possible, and his only friend and ally is now shut down and has half a day left.
Body corner.
Now, I can't metagame because obviously I know stuff's happening elsewhere, so I have to think, what would Pro do? But, like, I can't help but think with a call like that and in the situation he's in, obviously he needs to recover. He's recovering. I just got to talk this stuff out.
Talk it out.
He's recovering where he is because of where he thinks he needs to go next, which is the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this goal is Riley and Maya, right? But Riley is in the city, or was hunting him down, and would have been through the circle, but also / Isaac. Like what? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. There's a connection there, and
The whole, it's like there's connections everywhere.
Yeah.
Everything is connected.
It's all connected.
so. The Joseph plan was to hit the circle from the inside or behind or whatever it is.
Hit them so they can't hit you in the city, because basically you can't operate in the city right now. So you need to remove that problem.
Yeah. He's going to call Seb.
Okay.
He's going to call Seb.
How many days has it been?
It's a week. Seb stays.
So
What's Seb done?
what's happened on Seb's end?
Just, are you happy to sit and plan and brew?
Yeah.
Things are moving slowly. How's Seb's feelings towards the Zhang thing? I really need to know what this direction is. Is this just a gentle flirting on the top, or is he actually thinking of pursuing something there?
I would say that they've probably spent a lot of the week together if she was okay with that. Mm-hmm. Like actively pursuing something.
Oh, okay.
But like...
So he's being a bit flirty. The flirting of two damaged
I don't know
people.
if I would say flirty. It's not the right vibe.
Intimate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Just good to know. So you have been operating continually throughout the week, but planning is methodical and slow. It's been a lot of like, find this out 2 days later, information found out, added to the board. Like it's real. Nothing much has happened in the week, but people are working on it in the background. But they're still running a criminal empire as well. So, you know, phone rings. It's Pro.
Hey, buddy. Sorry,
It's good to hear your voice, mate. I'm glad you're still... Yeah.
I'm glad you feel that way. I was worried you'd hang up on me or not answer or whatever. I was, hoping to prove myself by showing up, having accomplished the mission, but weird shit's happening, and I need to talk to someone smart because I'm a mess. Eve's low on power, and she's shut down to preserve it. I don't want to risk her.
But no way you can get her charged.
No, and not out here, man. It's bad. I'm surprised I even have anything left on my phone, and to be honest, it'll be less than Eve has left. But I got a call on the protected line, the one we usually have a mysterious call or friend call from, someone from the inside. Now, obviously, when I say the inside, I mean the Clements. It's obviously someone of their kin who is playing with Eve and talking in that way. And someone knew about that line and without permission or their knowing, used it to simply communicate about this. There was this AI we spoke to last week.
Johnny's talking about. He hasn't shut up about it.
Yeah, it's heavy stuff I barely understand. But you know the Clements, and I think you know more about this next level life form stuff than I do. I'm looking for some guidance, dude. Like, I am where I am because if I don't hit the circle from the inside, they're gonna slit my throat when I'm sleeping one way or another, if it's not in broad daylight. This was the only path I saw in front of me. So I took it.
Yeah.
But now even if I'm taken out, I'm not entirely sure with some of this stuff that's at play that there aren't much bigger targets about to be hit that are gonna send a lot more innocent people in a lot more trouble, including yourself and your family.
It's always at stake, mate. There's always something bigger.
The way Johnny and Eve talk about their goals, I can't help but feel that there's this precipice that they feel they're at the edge of, and we're being dragged to it, and we're either gonna see it all go up in flames or be in the driving seat with them when it happens.
Does kind of feel like being stuck on a runaway car. What can I do for you? What do you need?
I don't know, man. I think honestly what I needed was just a voice of sanity to counter the, well, when I'm alone, I get in my own head a little bit, you know. It's hard to describe, really.
The only place that I had for a long time was my own head. I know.
I guess
It's not always the most comforting thing.
I guess if I'm looking for anything, it's clarity on what the paths are. This is the only one I saw, and I'm heading down like a missile.
I know, man. I tried to stop you.
But what else is there? What else could I possibly do? Because I couldn't see it. I can't see it. I've got to hit this. But I'm feeling very out of control. And I'm trying to at least shoot and detonate in the right direction. But I'm not so sure.
Where is he? I can hear something.
Pro is hearing this. The edge of your hearing. You kind of look up from your phone quietly.
Okay, what perception?
You heard that. It was like a guy saying, I think I can hear something.
I can't talk long. I'm trying to lie low and I'm blowing my own cover here.
Look, I can't tell you what to do, mate. But, you know, if you came back, we'd have you. Oh.
I don't know what to do.
Suck it! It's you this time.
Hey, Pro.
Yo.
You've been conserving power, haven't you? Roll a DC.
Conserving power.
14. You've been conserving power on your batteries, your phone, and all that. As you sort of just do a quick proximity check and look on your phone, you see that the Joseph blip is like a kilometer away from you, which is not where it was before.
So I'm not fully recovered.
Not fully yet, but you've seen that he's moved his location.
I'm still on the phone to Seb.
He was going to be like 4 kilometers away, but he's closer than you would have thought.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to try and see if I can catch up with you tomorrow or the day after. Let's see how this plays out. Otherwise, I love you, man. Thanks for everything.
Thank you.
And I hang up. I power up Eve.
Eve, you turn on.
Hey! Is there someone in there?
I like.
Water! Water!
Oh, fuck. I pause from powering up Eve. I haven't turned her on yet. I'm like, I know this is just a bad idea to power up a help robot. And I just pause. Is there like a crack I can peek through?
It's like a roller garage door that's being banged on.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to just perception check to see if I can like peek through
Make
some
a check,
yeah.
yeah.
2.
2. There's some cracks, but nothing that gives you more than a silhouette of a couple of. There's like 2 people.
Help!
I ignore it. I wait for it to pass.
And after about a couple of minutes, you hear some grumbling and shuffling feet as they walk away.
When I'm confident, 5-10 minutes have passed and it's quiet, I power up Eve.
Pro.
Hey, friend.
Hello.
It's just been 5 days.
It's been a week.
Okay.
A week? Okay. I do a quick, health check on Pro.
He's
Which I know that
recovering. He's not there yet, but, he's made some headway.
And his fusion's
You think
okay?
he needs about another week to recover?
Okay. And his fusion's okay, or is it going down?
He's using it.
Yeah. Cool.
He's got a week left.
Yeah. Cool.
Look, I don't feel 100%. But hey, technically you're not 100% either. I think we're going to have to do this one on low charge. We have the element of surprise. We can spring this guy.
Eve, make a perception check.
2.
2 successes.
Yeah.
Both of you only subtly catch, but don't understand the depth of it. A sound above, a machinery sound. Just distant, like a distant plane in the sky.
Okay. I'm assuming that's abnormal in this area.
With a 2, you just don't put 2 and 2 together. You hear there's the sound of a plane flying, but you don't pick up to anything.
All right. Joseph is closer. I think we can get closer and scout, see if he's accompanied, and see if we can't catch him with his hands tied. Let's head in the direction we need to, and on the way, I need you to fill me in with every detail you've got. You could actually boot it across to me. I mean, you're logging all of this data, your surgery with him and all that.
You can't do that.
No? Oh, okay.
I'm afraid I can't do that, bro.
Well, okay, whatever it is he knows that she can
She
describe
can tell
it
you.
all.
Yeah, because the drones are closed systems, so they can't transfer information like that for their own
Okay.
safety.
So yeah, I basically want to glean as much information about her interaction with him as possible. About that,
Yeah.
the way he
That's up to you.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fill him in.
Yeah.
Do you head out?
Yeah.
It is daytime.
Okay.
You head out. You travel in the direction of Joseph, and when your dwindling and dying phone blips that you have. Well, by the way, if you're wondering, your implants run on biochemical electricity as well as a battery, like long-term battery. So your computing has a very long time it can last for.
Yeah.
So you head towards, and as you get within those couple of 100 meters, you notice that there's a few abnormalities. There's the low sound of thrusters as well as searchlights, like bright searchlights, and the hum of generators as you get closer, and the white peak top of some tents.
That's not usual for this sort of place.
Is this like a pop-up medical?
As you get closer, it does seem to be a pop-up medical, sort of like almost like a UNICEF or whatever, like a UN World Health Organization style setup.
This is abnormal.
The doctor is here. He's closer. So whatever they're doing, I mean, is working with field medics in the slums.
Perhaps we should get closer and investigate.
Sounds good.
Is there like a tent nearby that we can sort of like sit behind and listen in?
As you sort of approach some long tents that have been set up, you immediately realize that the main sound is like a low groaning and moaning, and the sound of human suffering
yeah.
overwhelming everything,
Yeah,
coughing, spluttering.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of sounds like that in the last week. I just took it as a given for, the outer slums. It's fucked out here. I know you're inclined to help people, but it's not even worth offering.
I can't help but think that perhaps this is all connected. I still go up to one of the tents and behind it, and then I want to listen in. Is there anybody in the tent?
No, there's just human moaning.
Okay.
Soft voices, but it's spoken. It's just slummers.
Can I enter it from underneath? Like, how sometimes
They're sealed. These are quite
full on
like
COVID
ET
tent?
tent. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bro, I'm gonna head in.
I mean, you make more sense in this environment than I do, but he's gonna recognize you. Wait. You don't have the Band-Aid anymore or anything, do you?
Correct, no.
Oh, and what do you look like?
I would have just worn the gear that I'm wearing, especially for going into the,
As in your combat version?
Yeah, correct.
So you don't look like the same Eve he met.
Probably not.
In fact, you wouldn't be. You'd be a different registered model. So you have incredible cover.
No, I went back into the original body, so I technically...
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I technically
Okay.
am the same Eve, but I am dressed differently, correct.
Destiny roll 4.
Okay.
Yay!
Eve leans down to try and find a way into the tent. Hey! Stop! And you both spin, and you see, actually that's probably not that I'm going to be able to do it quickly enough or well enough, but that's sort of modulated through a speaking grill. And you turn around and you see a fully biochem suit, like futuristic modern technology person with a ballistic vest on, holding a rifle with medical symbols all over them. He's looking at you through their sort of frosted visor.
We were here in a philanthropic effort. What's going on?
Triage is over there.
Good. I was wondering where that was.
We should go, Doctor.
We should. I'm sure we can be of help here. Okay.
Do you head where he's directed?
Yeah.
All right.
I sort of call back, just how many people are going to need our attention?
Like that? You'll be one of them in a minute.
Gotcha.
Dozens. Go see the doctor.
All right. Pro takes his hoodie, wraps it, does the whole swaps arm thing, and so that the hood's at the front, and ties it over his nose so that the hood is acting as a bit of a mask. Mm-hmm. It's when in Rome, right?
Cool.
Where is Joseph, according to your indicators?
Here.
But like,
within 50 meters, and it doesn't get any more accurate than that.
okay. Can you keep watch for a moment?
Of course.
Hey, move on.
Oh, he's still with
We're
us.
moving.
There's nowhere. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to ask how. Like,
It's
he's
you're in
always gonna
you're in
be
an area of like 50 meters to 100 meters. Like you walk 2 tents and you're where he directed you to go.
Oh, okay.
It's very tightly packed.
Right,
little area.
okay.
Yeah.
I believe you will have to put on the PPE gear.
Where? Okay. Is there some? To
You
put on?
arrive at the triage section.
Yeah.
There's a line of slummers, and there is wearing a full face, closed PPE mask, gloves, and everything, but otherwise sleeveless arms, revealing you're seeing like cybernetic skin. You can tell they're cybernetic arms, but they have the look of skin to them. But you can see the cracks where the cybernetics connect, and wearing like basically a tank top and the same medical coveralls but undone with a tank and a full face mask on. There is a woman who looks up at you and she says, "Oh, who the fuck are you now?"
Just volunteers.
Yeah, we don't need volunteers. Slummers, have you got it?
Oh, forgive me. My doctor is ill. We are here to help.
Oh, fuck me dead, you're an Eve unit.
That is correct.
Ning Yao, yeah?
Yes.
Do you have infectious disease control parameters?
Yes, she
Yeah,
does.
That is correct.
All right, by World Health Article 36.421, I'm hereby commissioning you and requisitioning your robot to assist.
All right.
Start with triaging the sick ones, but you, I'm not sure about you.
I'm her maintenance and
Make a deception check. Yeah, you won't get away from that
I'm
without a
her
roll.
technician and a fucking guide. Challenge LSG.
5.
Oh, really?
That's what I rolled.
4.
Close. I rolled damn hard. Very nice try, Slummer.
She's a family unit.
Yeah, right. So she's working with you, though. I'm Julieta. Nice to meet you. What was your name?
Mark.
Right. And you're not infected? There's some grumblings from the line of people waiting to be triaged.
Not infected. I worked at the soup kitchen. I heard there was trouble.
Right. Suicidal as well. All right. Stick with your robot, but put some PPE on, for God's sake.
Thank you.
And she directs you to a shed.
All right. I do.
Cool.
Gear up.
And they triage a few more people. A couple of minutes pass where you gear up, and then you head back over. She like pulls gloves off and changes gloves and looks at you. She has requisitioned Eve immediately to just start aiding people.
Sure.
So Eve, if you want to be in disguise, effectively you've been directed by medical personnel to go and do things.
Great.
So it just leaves Pro with her. So, know anything about this?
Fill me in so I can be of help.
I doubt you'll be able to be much help. We're not much help. We found out about it recently. It's
How long's it been going on? Is it isolated?
doesn't look like it. Infectious and deadly. And in fact, make an endurance check.
Oh, God.
Oh boy. Challenge level.
He's injured. Should his endurance be lower right now? He's
You're right. He can have -1 dice.
Thank you.
You haven't been in close proximity though, so it's challenge
No,
level
it's
2.
coughed on you. You're lucky.
fucking really, Rob?
It's challenge level 2. 2 successes. All right, you're all right.
Fuck you. Jesus Christ.
From what,
trying to keep it realistic.
from what we know, this is basically the boogeyman of illnesses. I've never heard of anything like it before. It's
What are the
ridiculous.
symptoms?
Look, to put it bluntly, it's contagious cancer.
Yuck.
It's airborne and it's rapid malignant growths all throughout the body, mutation. It's, yeah, we don't know what caused it.
Where did it start?
Here, Melbourne, slums. We're working with a
Anywhere specific?
North slum.
I see.
About 6 months ago, supposedly the first victims. But it's been getting worse.
Do we have a patient 0? What's the closest we have to?
They're all dead. We've got a doctor out here. Disreputable, but he's a slum doc, and he has been researching it for the last few weeks. He has been helpful. He thinks he knows the cause, but we don't know the solution. Now it's seeming like it's getting out of control.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll gear up and help however I can.
Cool.
And I head over and gear up, and I want to sort of pull Eve aside and...
Yeah, you can take a moment with Eve.
Okay, we need a plan here. We have access to Joseph, or we will very shortly, and he's going to be very occupied with whatever's happening here, but he is our access to the circle. How can we trigger or access a vulnerability of his to pull him aside and...
Well, perhaps we don't have to be confrontational. He's here for a reason, right? It seems like he may care.
Oh, Eve. How? What makes you say that?
Well, he wouldn't be here otherwise, right? He would be in his own lab.
So what does he care about then?
Potentially these people. Perhaps I should go talk to
You're
him.
talking about the person who pulled Sebastian apart piece by piece with a smile on his face. Let me just, and I pull up the image of, because I have that, like of him smiling when we found him after he'd been doing this. I'm like, this is the person. This person does not care about the suffering of the people in these streets. This person cares about what this person wants, whether it's the sport or something else, something he gets. It's not reputation. She already said his disreputable.
Well, perhaps we should go find out.
And just ask him.
I've met him once before.
I might, your confidence is inspirational. Let's start a comms line. I'll, keep a distance, help others, see what I can investigate about the scene and whatever's going on. I'm on a line if you need me. But otherwise, I think you're the one he would take seriously of the two of us.
Destiny roll 3.
Yay!
Make perception checks, both of you.
Okay.
Challenge level 4.
4.
Yep. Supposed.
4.
You get 4.
3.
Reroll. 2 is the new challenge level.
4.
Nice.
Okay. You detect footsteps approaching the two of you, and as you shoot a quick glance, but that kind of glance that before they fully connect with you, you kind of get it discreetly off. You see him approaching you.
Oh shit! And
in
I
full PPE.
I PPE full up in a way that obscures
Yeah,
my.
your mask.
You've all got
and
masks
the
on
full
and
gear.
stuff.
I'm gonna go help some patients. Run the line. Okay, and I connect a call, so I'm like, I'll investigate over here. See you in a moment.
Me for now.
And I sort of wonder.
Eve unit, welcome. Very helpful. I'm pretty sure I've recently worked with an Eve unit that was very helpful.
How can I assist you?
With these patients, of course. Very peculiar. Have we met?
Scanning.
Make a deception.
Yeah. This went bad last time.
Challenge level was only 2.
Oh, thank
Oh,
goodness.
it's a reroll.
Oh.
If it's a tie. 3 this time. Just roll it. Come on. 2.
Oh, was it 3?
Yeah, you needed 3.
I use a destiny.
Then you just
we
have to
match.
re-roll it.
Oh,
and he's got 6 dice and you've got 3.
Okay,
So-
fine.
Yes. Not a great liar. But anyway, pleasure to see you again, taking an interest in my work. Who is that little rascal that scurried off?
Just one of the doctors that work here.
No,
A volunteer.
not in uniform. No, I take it that was one of your friends. Shall we go talk with him? You can take me to him.
Don't we have more pressing matters? There are
What?
people dying after all.
And they will die of incurable contagious airborne cancer. At this stage, there's not much we can do about it. But this is interesting.
Our friend said you knew the source of what happened here.
Yes. Sebastian. Rather prickly problem that is.
I don't understand.
Well, Sebastian's who's killing them.
How so?
It's his DNA.
What did you do?
Come, let's talk to your friend.
They're not my friend.
You're lying.
How exposed are we, by the way? How, like, in the open?
You're in tent. You're not in the side at all. You're in, like, imagine white tents and you're sort of in. So they're neatly organized in the slums. There's like some stuff. It's a clearing. Maybe it was a parking lot at some stage. And they've just assembled a bunch
Okay.
of these white medical tents in like a couple of rows. And you're just in the back of.
So we're sort of private.
Yeah, you're a little bit private.
Okay.
Yeah. There's people walking
And
around.
I
There's
can
patients
hear this
walking around.
conversation.
Yeah.
So I like try and gauge from my direction to make sure people aren't coming this direction or
Yep.
whatever.
There's occasional slummers wandering around, but most of them are being ferried into tents and forced to stay enclosed.
And knowing when they're starting to sort of look for me and knowing where they were, I go to take a path most directly to where I expect Joseph to walk around the corner with my gun ready to pull up. My intention being to walk like he comes around the corner and I'm in front of him and I pull my gun so it's directly under his chin.
Okay. I want to say, do an opposed reflexes check. Just reflexes.
Okay. Okay. 3.
You get the drop on him.
Oh,
He rounds the corner and your gun is just roughly shoved up under his chin.
Phil called it Seb-to-semia. Oh, funny bumping into you here.
Right.
We have a mutual friend. And
Yes.
a short time for you to make a decision that will stop a bullet going in your brain. I need an into the circle. Riley, the one connected to Sebastian, you have a hobby with Bespoke. You'll know her, surely. The only thing that's going to keep you alive right now for another minute is you telling me how you're going to get her into our hands again safely.
Are you willing to die for her?
Oh, yes. I'm willing to do quite a lot right now.
And you're telling the absolute truth. And he's just like,
Fuck. Yes, I know Riley. She's the handler. I can get you there if that's what you're asking.
Handler, how?
well, I'm happy to tell you if there's not a gun in my neck.
I slightly relieve pressure so he can talk.
She handles people.
She's the go-between from the internationals. She was recently assigned here. That's about as much as I know about her. She's mysterious.
What's her connection to the circle?
She's one of their agents.
How long has that been the case? How did they...
As I've known her, but she's only been here a year or less.
They brainwashed her? What's...
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. I'm a doctor. I don't even work for the Circle. I just do jobs from them every now and then. But I can definitely get you in if it gets a gun out of my neck. Plus, I have my own reasons. I want to visit them myself.
And what could your reasons be?
Well, what I started here, and he gestures wildly at all this, they're continuing. But while I, ethically, have made the just decision to cease all experimentation,
They don't seem to have the same moral compunctions as I do.
You will forgive my skepticism as to your moral compunctions, even your honesty.
I only wanted to save lives. Your friend is Seb, I'm assuming.
Yes.
I can't expect you to understand. But imagine one person suffering. One man, every organ in his body regrowing who can save a life. He could have saved hundreds, thousands from a death they didn't deserve.
But haven't you potentially put millions at risk?
How was I to know? I'm here, aren't I? Trying to fix this.
I think being on the streets is not going to be as helpful as anything other than a morale boost to the dying.
It seems that way, but that good work. I've spent the last few weeks trying to convince the health organizations to even come and investigate. I went through all my old back channels. I burnt every contact I have, and here they are, ready to pick up that useless work. So the true minds can fix this.
Well, perhaps you should. I'll look around like nervous that, okay, we're pretty in the open right here and we don't have much time. You need to find us a quick private room so we can discuss. You've earned at least that much.
Also, if there's potentially an energy source, that would be appreciated.
Yes, come. If you'll put that gun away, I'll take you.
I like using my unarmed combat maneuver skills, sort of flip around to sort of be behind to look a little more like I'm just sort of following behind him, but I have a gun directly behind him and position myself so Eve is opposite me, so masking my hand with my backpack sort of slung across. I'm like, lead the way, sir.
And he leads you around a corner. There's a soldier with a gun, looks at him. He nods at them. They nod back, all very above board. He leads you into a tent that's almost prefab building. You think it's been dropped off by a dropship, plugged in with generators, batteries, power source. It's also private and one of the few walled rooms here. He enters and closes the door.
Eve immediately goes and charges herself.
Cool. You plug in.
Yep.
Okay.
It's fascinating. Anyway, I think the man that was going to save them is killing them. His DNA is in all of them. But that's when I realized it wasn't just him. Another keeps popping up.
Tell me more about Riley. Sorry, Maya.
Who's Maya?
Wait, I asked about Maya before. Did I say Riley the whole
I feel
time?
like you said Riley the whole
You
time.
said Riley,
And I
yeah.
replied with Riley.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I meant
it worked. It made
Maya.
sense because you're obsessed with Riley. It made
Okay.
sense. That's why I didn't question it because it made nothing you said
It's okay, a person you
made
hate.
any didn't
Okay.
make sense. It
All
all
right.
made sense. You're like, who's Riley? You
Yeah,
work
great.
at the service.
Let's
Tell me about
pretend-
Riley.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That is what he meant. And he says, what about Maya? Because he said the bespoke, bespoke your hobby. I was actually talking about Maya.
I thought it
but-
meant Seb.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Tell me about Maya.
Who's Maya?
From my understanding, a captive of the circle.
I don't.
Sebastian's,
Well, was she pretty?
probably.
Well, I'd imagine she's getting fucked up and down the east and west coast of any country on the planet. That's what the circle does. Was she bespoke? You said bespoke. Something
was
about bespoke.
bespoke.
She's probably getting fucked awfully because they heal. There you go. There's Maya. I don't know this woman.
I am willing to let you leave alive
Good.
if you get me inside the circle with access to their databases of their
What? I don't even know that. You're assuming my level of connection I have with them that's I can get you to one of their safe houses, one of their operating theaters. I can get you inside where their operatives will be. Fuck, I can even set you up a meeting with Kanan if you want. But beyond that, I got nothing.
Kanan would help. They're dead.
Oh, he'd know everything.
Okay. Kanan would help. Yeah. I think that'll do nicely.
And then I can find out who the fuck this mystery person is that they keep, well, who's joined the fun of the virus. I thought we had a deal. Organ transplants was my cut. They must have got some sub-rate, shitty back alley doctor to start copying my work. And guess what? They found a bespoke too. And they're not stopping. Idiots. Fools, all of them. No one ever did understand my genius.
Okay. Kanan. Give me Kanan. Yes, I look forward to seeing my friend again. I could have told you anything about Kanan this whole time. You just need to ask nicely.
Kanan. Sure. I'll set up the meeting and I'll go with you because, as I said, we have a joint interest. Inferior minds. It is difficult to work with. So, will we put this damn gun away?
I lower the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're right. We have a joint interest. It is in my interest to stop these people who are doing the things as fucked up as you were doing. But I'm going to need info, like as much info on Kanan as possible. And as much info as about how he runs his operation as you can give me.
No.
I need his vulnerabilities if I'm going to be in the same room as him.
Tell you what. This arrangement isn't going to go exactly the way you think it is. You think because you walk in here all jumped up with a gun and a tiny little intellect that you can in some way boss me around and get me to do exactly what you want. Well, I have news for you. I know.
Cybernetics.
Yeah.
This doctor guy.
Yeah. Cybernetic eyes.
I want to put a tenuous hold on him. Like, as he starts talking, I just want to let him feel the buzz of, like...
Okay. He blinks a couple of times, or you see, like, lenses adjust. Then he says, Malware suites. Very nice. A hacker too, are you? This is corp tech. Do you know what that means? Now, he may be bluffing, but you're only prodding, and he's only... But he says, look, I know you clearly care about things. You care about this Maya. You care about this Riley. You care about getting revenge. So killing me here is just going to get you shot by a bunch of health organization goons. So we can drop the pretense. I'm happy to work with you. But you don't have to be threatening me all the time. It's unseemly.
I pocket the gun.
Now, I do want you to know that if you double-cross me, there's more than your reputation at stake.
Oh, yes.
You will experience everything you have ever put anyone else through. But I am, for the sake of, yes, the things I care about, willing to tolerate even someone like you. I have a friend who would be sick to the stomach to know that I'm even talking to you about this, but it's actually for his sake that I'm willing to.
Wait, why do you know so much about the Circle anyway?
We're old friends.
Oh, an ex-victim. That explains it. Well, look, if you want my help, there's something you can help me with.
What's that?
You're an outsider. You're not meant to be here. I need some corpses. Some of the freshly deceased. If you could just get them away. Take your robot and get a couple of them out of here. The fresh ones. It'll be very good.
For what?
Well, I have a little proprietary tech of my own that I never leave my van without, and it could be useful to have some cannon fodder if we're going towards the Circle. So perhaps we reanimate some little friends and we have a little army should we need it.
I look at Eve. I just sort of wonder how she's processing all this.
I mean, Eve's still currently charging, so usually I think in this situation she's like...
You can be online and charge.
Oh, okay,
it just
cool.
charges slower.
I don't know how Seb would feel about this.
Oh, Seb's a crybaby. Who gives a shit what he'd feel about anything?
I didn't ask your opinion.
I'm sorry. What did your drone just say to me?
I send Seb, while they're talking, I go back in the conversations that we've had and the footage and audio of him describing anything collected about
He sucks on a lolly, puts a new one in his mouth.
Maya.
Oh, no, he's got a gas mask on. He doesn't do that.
Anything collected about Maya and her state. And I send it in a message to Seb with one question. Is this still the thing you want most in the world? The first question Seb asked me.
And Seb receives a message. Your phone goes bing. Obviously, you haven't seen it yet. As you are,
and you see from a first-person view a gun.
I don't know. You don't see anything. You haven't opened the phone yet.
Ah, okay.
Your phone goes off.
Okay.
At this moment in the middle of the day, you've just had lunch, and for a brief moment, there's laughter around the table as you've been planning the morning. You've had a good job that went well. You're sitting in the booths with Ugly. Zhang is sitting next to you. Her leg is like in contact with your leg. Like you're starting, it's very slow. It's a very slow burn of traumatized people, but she's like just in contact with you, just in that subtle way, laughing. And, well, she's not verbally laughing, but she does laugh. We've covered this before.
Yeah.
She makes like this weird hacking noise, but it's her laughing. And you've just, you Ugly told a funny story. And in the week, even you can feel about Ugly however you want, but his demeanor has changed a lot since you've been back and recovered, and he seems less overtly hostile to you then. Okay. I think seeing you humbled and hurt, your relationship ever since then is from his behavior towards you has changed. Doesn't mean your feelings have changed, they're your feelings. So your phone goes off. It just goes bing.
I pick it up and look at it.
Okay, there
Can
you
I
go.
describe what's in the message?
Hey, he might have ignored it.
From in the first person perspective, you see me approaching Joseph, gun up against his chin. You see the moment of conversation. This is sort of like briefly edited, like slapdash, like I've done it in my onboard computer in this very brief
DaVinci
moment.
Resolve going nuts.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
And it's just like I asked about Maya, and it's just like just a few questions and sort of saying like the implication is like I'm here, I can move on this now. I'm with this person, and this is where the spiral starts. It's basically sort of saying I am the missile in motion to this direction. Do you want me to detonate? You want me to chase this rabbit hole? But it's kind of me also saying, do you still...
Do you just watch that on your phone?
I guess the idea is like, if I have Maya within my reach and grasp, which is, I guess what I'm saying is like, this is the turning point. This is no going back, the point of no return. Maya might be savable from this point and no other point.
You feel a shuffling on the booth couch next to you, and then sign language in your field of vision that just says, "Who's Maya?" Just my life is making conflict for Rob. That's all I want to do is
really
create
is.
conflict for Rob.
I'm going to text back. I'm going to try and say something eloquent, and it's not going to come out as eloquent because I'm bad at doing this shit on the spot. It's like... Over a year ago, I lost Maya. 8 months ago, I lost myself. Any hope of saving her that I once held, I know that whatever I was able to get back, if that was anything, wouldn't be what I set out to find. I don't think that the woman I loved is out there. And I'd rather hold close the people that mean something to me now than the memory of someone that I believe dead. You included.
Oh my goodness.
This hits pro hard. And obviously this is all happening very briefly in a moment where
It's a complete reflection of you as well.
Yeah. And Pro's had a lot of time to think in this last week. Like, he's on this mission the most alone he's ever been in his life. When he sort of was on this path, he sort of had a group. And to continue on this mission, he's by himself all over again and everyone's telling him he's about to kill himself. And he's sort of like standing on the cliff ready to jump. And instead, he triggers a call with Seb. Just a subtle, like, okay, basically live streaming one way. They're like, and sending just a message saying, we'll consider this a conciliatory gift instead. And I like tap the doctor on the shoulder, gun back under his chin to pull the trigger.
You're going to have to oppose reflexes on this. Okay.
No!
So this is going to be, that's basically is he surprised? First of all, make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand check?
Yep.
3.
You basically get the drop on him, and I'm gonna make a destiny roll and then a combat roll. Okay. So basically, you've discreetly made the move. In the moment, we're gonna have one turn of combat and see what happens after a destiny roll.
I'm not looking.
It's a 4.
That's so bad.
Oh, no.
Stop rolling that fucking dice.
All right. So we're gonna go combat roll. You have +4 dice.
Yeah.
Because he's caught flat-footed, basically. And we're just not going to have any declarations. It's just going to be a flat roll. His combat pool versus yours. So page 3, attributes, weapon skill.
Fuck.
Now, I have my dice. What is my pistol?
Your pistol's just a regular, I believe it's +1 dice for a 9mm.
9mm.
Yeah, 9mm is +1.
And what's it in close combat?
There is no close combat penalty.
So
+1
it's just
range,
neutral.
+1 melee.
Yeah.
My heart is racing.
+1 range and +1 in melee. Oh, hell yeah, I love the new gun rules. So you just get +1 dice.
Okay.
All right.
All right. 1, 2, 3, fucking go.
Oh my god.
I rolled very bad.
Yeah, you did.
I got 3 successes.
I got 3.
You should have used the destiny.
I should have used the destiny. I don't have any destiny.
So roll
You
again.
would have rolled a fucking 9.
If I had a destiny, can
You
we
used 2 of them recently.
You would have rolled a fucking 9.
There is a moment. The gun pulls up under the chin, slams in as you pull the trigger. Make a perception roll for your advanced perception with your new onboard computing.
You didn't roll enough.
Oh, with my... I didn't roll enough?
I don't think so. Base 3 +2 plus weapon skills plus pistol
He's pretty low
plus
with
4.
Hank. Yep. Did you have the +4? What did you have?
I added the +4. So my combat for pistol is 6. My unarmed combat is 8, annoyingly.
Yeah, but you would have had +1 for the gun and 4 dice. You should have had like 11 dice.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I had 11.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll your perception.
Just perception?
Yep.
3.
As you pull the trigger, something like flares in the doctor's eyes, and his neck, his head just like goes and just like smacks unnaturally really quickly, and you know it's cybernetics instantly. And a bullet grazes up his chin and goes straight into the ceiling, and his eyes flare, and in a split second, from his wrist splits open, and a scalpel just folds out into his hand, and that's where we're going to end the episode.
Oh my god.
You must have rolled so badly.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Said, if you had a destiny, if you used a destiny,
I was like, I want to give you this, but he's a major villain. I'm not going to give you an insta kill. So I'm like, destiny roll is going to affect how fair his is.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4 for you, so I'm like, okay, he's getting his combat roll. He got a regular, but I still am like, you get +4 dice. Surely you're going to fuck him up.
No.
And here's the clinch: to make that epic, any victory level was going to be you kill him. It wasn't. You didn't need to actually beat him
And
in
I
combat.
didn't have a single point of destiny, and I
But guess
rolled
what?
so
You
many
may now
threes.
have a destiny point.
Fucking thank you. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so I was sort of like, any victory level is just going to be a kill, because that's cinematic. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm like, he's got to have at least a slim chance to escape. And I rolled like shit. You rolled worse.
Oh my god! But hey, what a bloody story!
Wow. You know, the worst thing is that, it could be. This could be where Pro ends. It's a final gift for you, and then just dies.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
And you're live streaming it.
You know
You're
what?
live streaming it.
Time blink. Tickle duck.
Tickle duck.
Just
Thanks,
instant
Dave.
release.
Rose.
Let Roses burn.
Thank you
Welcome.
so much for your
Hey.
support, our lovely patrons.
Welcome, Roses.
Yeah, welcome, Rose.
Roses.
New God.
Amazing.
Hey,
Thank
we've
you
got
so
some
much for your
updates
support.
for patrons coming very, very soon.
We do.
We've got
It's-
a meeting this Friday about that.
Yep. And then we're going to be booking a meeting with our patrons to sort of share in some of the stuff. We're reshaping stuff. It's going to be very exciting. But
Oh, boy.
speaking of patrons, we are late for our after party. We have to keep it pretty brief. But this episode was very commanding. So, wow. Thank you all for joining us.
All right.
We'll
Bye,
see you
everyone.
next week. Bye.